Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, so just analyzing and looking at Jalen Rose, what he, put on Twitter and how he responded to Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless. I could tell that Jalen Rose was truly upset, and I don't blame Jalen Rose for calling Skip Bayless a culture vulture. I really do think Skip Bayless is a culture vulture / racist. And if I needed any more proof that Skip Bayless was a racist, it was with Shannon Sharpe. And I will go on there and tell Skip Bayless right to his face that I think he's a racist. I'm not moved by that stuff about he quote unquote was so-called, raised or nannied, whatever the case may be, by a black woman. That doesn't mean that you have respect and love for black people as a whole. You know what I'm saying? That's just real talk. So for people that may come on here and try to make that lewd and fake talking point, save it. I've been saying this for the longest. I'm not easily impressed. That doesn't move me whatsoever. I think that's been the biggest problem in the black community, being easily moved, easily impressed. And we fail for it. Easily brainwashed. Like I said, it take a lot to move me. Especially coming from people like Skip Bayless or other non-blacks. Because I feel to a certain degree, a lot of them just have an angle. For real. It take a lot to gain my trust. And here's the thing. I don't trust everybody from my community. That's just real talk. And it's showing me more and more every day as I continue to be a content creator. And it's showing me every day based off how people have reacted towards this Terrence Crawford thing with the gloves, which I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I got another video coming out discussing that. Or just another Terrence Crawford video. But let's get back to, Skip Bayless or Skip Clueless. Been watching this man for a while, listening to this man for 20 plus years. Before Skip Bayless even got on TV, when he used to host, when he was working for the San Jose Mercury News, if I'm not mistaken, every once in a while he would be a host on the Ticket 1050 AM. I used to like the Ticket 1050 when I was younger. I used to listen to Bob France and a couple of other people, JT the Brick, But listening to Skip Bayless every once in a while, I would just catch certain stuff Skip Bayless would say. See, he tried to act all liberal and stuff when he got on TV and stuff, and he knew to a certain degree he kind of had to cover up his tracks. But like I said, if you think I'm joking, look at some of Skip Bayless articles. That article, what he wrote about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and you can't pull that, Skip Bayless was 20 years old. Now, Skip Bayless was well into his late 30s or early 40s when he wrote that article. And Skip Bayless got more articles where he was saying kind of suspect stuff. Because he tried to be condescending towards Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was talking about, racism and stuff. And Skip Bayless wrote a condescending article. Because, see, somebody need to come on that show and expose him for that. Because, see, I'd come on that show and I'd come with an envelope and, I would print the transcripts of his article and I'd read it to him. I'll say, okay, so you say that you this and you that, but here's this article. And I hope one day somebody bring that up. I really hope one day somebody bring that up. But like I said, listening to Skip Bayless just flat out disrespect and demean Shannon Sharpe, not only as a black man, or in an athlete, that just like really like, you know, that just like really pissed me off. And like I said, I don't like some of the stuff that Shannon Sharpe has said and did. But man, just to see him blatantly disrespected by a man who never won anything in his life or played any kind, that just take, like, for real. That's like me sitting up there talking to an airline pilot who flies airplanes for a living. Hey man, I don't like the way you fly planes. And then the airline pilot to say, have you ever flown a plane? No, but I'm talking like I'm an expert. And then to sit up there and compare Tom Brady, and I already knew what Skip Bayless was doing based off the fact that he tried to say, oh, he's way better than you. But like I said, Tom Brady is a cheater. He's been caught cheating. He's been tied to cheating. That will be forever his legacy, no matter how much people want to cover it up. But that's just fact. But I looked at Shannon Sharpe's demeanor. Shannon Sharpe was mad. He was mad. And I could tell that Shannon Sharpe had to keep it together, because Shannon Sharpe, and I could tell you, I done been there where somebody made me so mad to where it went down. And when somebody's voice get that high, I mean, he hit the high note. I mean, he was mad. But I could tell Shannon Sharpe was like, if I say something too crazy to him, or if I go over there and get in his face, it's over for me. Even though Skip Bayless was antagonizing him, Shannon Sharpe would have been vilified, because even though Shannon Sharpe is in his 50s, Shannon Sharpe is Shannon Sharpe is still built like an action figure. It would have been over for him. But I'm sorry, the black man in me just can't help but to feel some kind of empathy for Shannon Sharpe, to just see him demeaned like that by Skip Bayless. A dude who's never done anything physical, participated in anything physical as an athlete, because he wasn't even an athlete. He failed at being an athlete. And like I said, to a certain degree, it's cool to study and all that kind of stuff, and you can learn the sport and all that kind of stuff. But when you sit up there and tell somebody who in the damn NFL Hall of Fame, who's a 3-time Super Bowl winner, and tell them, so what? Now you tripping. Now you tripping. Now you crossing the line. But yeah, that's what he was doing. He was trying to put the white man on a higher pedestal than a black man. But like I said before, as you can see, there's no demand for Skip Bayless to apologize to Shannon Sharpe. I promise you, had that have been a male athlete that had did that to a white woman, no matter what role it was, they would have been they would have been forced to apologize. There would have been demand for them to apologize. But that's what I mean by the black man just have to take it. And this is how people feel. They could, like, this is the condition that many people believe, that they can say whatever they want to say and disrespect black people no matter to what degree they want, and black men are not supposed to respond under no circumstances. Because they'll try to say, well, we're mentally weak. But like I said, if we say something, everybody has the right to get mad. Everybody wants to chime in. And that's why I'm going to continue to check these white people and these non-blacks who sit up there and try to tell black people how we supposed to react to a situation. You don't have it right, and we don't have to explain ourselves to y'all sorry asses. We don't. But like I said, Shannon Sharpe get all the credit in the world for keeping his composure because, like I said, he almost lost it. But Skip Bayless is a culture vulture. And like I said before, Skip Bayless, to a certain degree, he's like a TV slave driver. You know, he capitalizes off the hard work of basically primarily having black guests who give him a certain energy. And see, he get motivated by being face to face with black people because he feel like to a certain degree he's smarter than them, and he feel like he can say stuff to them. And Skip Bayless knows what he's doing. I never said the man wasn't smart. He knows he can, for the most part, get away with basically anything. Because remember, he's white. They're black. They're not supposed to respond. And he gets a kick out of doing that. Skip Bayless, for the most part, he don't have that same energy towards white guests that he had, or non-black guests that he has towards black people. He get a kick out of that. Just like he sit up there and try to, like he was trying to sit up there and try to disrespect Floyd Mayweather to his father. Like I said, never been in a boxing ring before in his life. You have to understand, you have to look at people's energy. He get amped up when he have a black guest because he thinks he's on their level or they're not on his level. Why you think most of the guests are black? Because we give him a certain energy. We made Skip Bayless who he is. Skip Bayless is who he is off the backs of black people giving him good energy and giving him good interview. We're basically giving him energy to display his subliminal racism. But after Monday, you saw his flat out racism. And that's all it come down to. I said this for years. And it was proven. I said this about Skip Bayless. I said he's a fraud. I've been saying that he's a culture vulture. And I said also that he's a racist. And that was on full display this past Monday. Full display. I'm not finna argue with people about whether Skip Bayless is a racist. That's how I feel. Too much evidence. I can back up everything I say. How can I prove it? I can make a 2-hour highlight reel of Skip Bayless. His energy is always different towards us, towards the brother instead of the other. Skip Bayless is famous because of black people. Okay? For real. He is a TV talk show host, slave driver. Just because he don't say the N-word, which we don't have no proof that he's not ever used that terminology. He just haven't got caught. But I can promise you, when Skip Bayless is with his fake wife, hint, hint. And that's kind of funny, man, that Skip Bayless wrote in a book that he was basically accusing Troy Aikman of being, living an alternative lifestyle. But you've heard things about him. That's funny. You've heard things about him being in questionable areas of Dallas when he worked in Dallas. And like I say, I believe that Skip Bayless went to his producers and said, I don't want to do no segment about this Jerry Jones situation. I'm not going to talk about it. I bet you. But yeah, Skip Bayless is who he is and who a lot of us thought he was. Thank you for listening. And shout out to Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose was 100% correct about Skip Bayless. Like I said, Skip Bayless can dish it out, but he can't take it. He looked like he was about to cry when he got called Water Pistol Pete. And you see what he did. He ran to the producers and got Jalen Rose removed from that show. Jalen Rose didn't come on that show for years. But there you have it. It's your boy Town Biz. I'm out.